That was just another pointless sequel that didn't have to be made.
Brought you all together to talk about Gremlins.
It's the second of 3 of our twofer series, our trio of twofers. Of course, we did Speed 1 and 2, and now we're doing Gremlins 1 and 2, and we've already announced that we'll be doing Mannequin 1 and 2 for some reason. Colin is little by little like taking down this show.
Yeah, why would we even do that? Colin, you're pleasing nobody here with this nonsense.
Colin, we could have chosen. You chose Mannequin. Like a fool.
That's the right thing to do. It's
we could have done the National Treasure movies. We could have done Beastmaster, which is one I'll definitely pick in the future. We could have done Blade Runner.
Oh yeah.
We could have done what was the one I said the other day? Major League.
Major League has 3.
But
the third one was
made for
straight
TV, I think, or made for video.
Oh.
Top Gun.
You guys never put any respect
Top Gun
on Scott Bakula's name.
There's so many we could have done.
Yeah.
So many options. So many.
But I'm sure Mannequin. Oh, Weekend at Bernie's. That's the one.
Weekend at Bernie's. Yes, that would have been vastly superior to Mannequin. Or so we think.
Yeah.
Should we just do our Mannequin? Should we just do our Mannequin wrap-up episode now before we've watched it?
We could kind of guess what our scores.
Maybe just skip the whole part where we do the actual podcasts and just do the Mannequin wrap-up.
All 3 of us will change our scores higher.
Do you think any of our scores for either of those movies will crack a 5?
Yeah.
I think it's no. Collins will. Collins going to give them like all 7s to 9s.
In Vegas, they're saying Matt's going to give Mannequin 1 a 10.
I've never seen any of the Mannequins, so I don't know.
Vegas is going to lose money on that. But
Vegas doesn't lose money. That's not what they do.
I could be totally wrong in my pre-watch assessment that they could be great movies.
Well,
what's the girl's name? She's from Sex and the City.
Kim Cattrall.
Is she in both or just the first one?
Just the first one. Just the first one.
So who's the mannequin in the second one?
Some girl,
woman,
some blonde.
Oh, nameless blonde who didn't go on to anything.
Yeah,
I mean, or maybe somebody famous. I don't know. Who could?
I don't think we'll crack like a 5 on the second one, but I think the first one is going to be like.
I don't think the average score.
9.
Yeah, I doubt the average score is going to be above like a 5 on both. This is a franchise that's destined to be in the 4 range of total score, average score. But I guess
the lead actor in Mannequin?
Andrew McCarthy, is that who it is?
Andrew McCarthy is.
And he's also from Weekend at Bernie's?
He is in Weekend
at
Bernie's.
He is.
Yes. Okay.
And Jonathan Silverman. Yeah.
He's also in St. Elmo's Fire.
He had a niche. He had a niche of like bland white guy. He was like the what's the guy from Friends, Matthew Perry, before Matthew Perry.
Yeah, you're right. He does have a similar energy in like his manner of speech, kind of.
Yep.
They're sort of similar, yeah.
I like how I like how Gremlins wrap up has turned into a Mannequin pre-show preview. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to just.
Started out as this is supposed to be like both an outro to the series and an intro to the next one, but
we'll see what happens with Mannequin. I don't know. I tried to prejudge things, and we are going to build this dream together.
Yeah. We're gonna build this dream together and sing this song forever.
Standing strong forever.
Standing strong.
Nothing's gonna stop us now. Let's talk about Gremlins.
Let's talk little green goblin men.
Let me tell you
known
about
as
some
Gremlins. Okay, so of these 2 movies, we all ranked them pretty high, but coming in hot at number 2 is of course Gremlins 2, the new batch.
Yeah.
Harris gave it a 6. Josh Kadish gave it an 8.1.
Yikes!
I gave it a 9.
Oh, what my!
Colin gave it an 8.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Averaging out at 7.8.
Yeah,
that's high praise.
That is high praise, especially for a movie that's like essentially like a movie that's mocking itself, and it's kind of a satire of. It's like a very meta, satirical movie that's kind of just making fun of how dumb it is.
I think it was ahead of its time.
Yeah, all movies are meta movies that are making fun of how dumb they are now.
Touche.
Yeah. Honestly, like when Phoebe Cates says, "I guess they just pushed him too far," and they like they zoom in on little Gizmo in his Rambo outfit. There's like, it just takes the cake. There's nothing else. Like you're
I
never
think
gonna
Zach
need
Galligan
anything else.
actually says that line.
Oh, he
But
did.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
I think I guess they just pushed him too far.
like dead serious too. Did we ever find out where Zach Galligan is and what we can hire him for? I feel like he's due
He's
for a
available, I
comeback.
think.
I heard he went to Galligan's Island.
Good God.
Just deafening silence.
Colin has been killed.
Like he did it to himself.
Do we have any top fours left for this series that we didn't get to do? We did Phoebe Cates. We did. We could do Christopher Lee.
We could do Bob
let's
Denver
do
from
Christopher
Gilligan's Island.
We did Hulk Hogan.
We must have done Christopher Lee before. I mean, we could do it. But
no.
We got to
must
do it.
have
We got to
happened.
do Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee, ladies and gentlemen, top 5.
Jennifer
Top 4.
Jason Lee's father, Christopher Lee.
That's not true, is it?
How do you know? Oh,
I'm like pretty
you're
sure.
thinking about it. You're thinking
I'm like
about
pretty
it. You're
sure.
I mean, they spell their names differently, but it's possible.
Do you know who her dad really is?
Um,
Jennifer Jason Leigh's dad is Vic Morrow, the actor who died in the Twilight Zone.
I can't believe he doesn't
Oh,
remember
that's
this.
yeah,
We
I
talked
forgot.
about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, top 4, known for Christopher Lee.
Is this achievable? Like, these are movies we've heard of.
I guarantee you've seen it like 4 of 4. I think at least 3 of
great.
4. I'm pretty sure 4 of 4.
All right, I'll go first this time. I'll say The Two Towers.
Damn it, that was what I was gonna pick.
The Two Towers is correct.
Yes.
I can't. I don't even know those fucking Hobbit movies. I don't know if he's in the third one or the first one. I know he's in that one. That was the only one I knew he was in. I'll go with
Do you know what the other ones are called?
The Return of the King and the fucking Hobbit
Return of the
goes
King
on a
is
walk.
Incorrect.
Well, I wasn't
Wrong.
Isn't that the name of the? That's the name of the movie. It's not.
No, The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King is the name of the movie. But you said
Oh,
The Return
Jesus.
of the King and the something, and we're gonna.
No,
count
no.
that
I
as
was.
you
No, you
saying
said
Return of the King.
you asked if I knew what the other movies were called, and I knew the one was called The Return of the King, and the other was called something.
I don't-
about fucking hobbits.
Wait, but
walking.
Colin, are you saying it's wrong because he didn't say the full title, or you're saying that movie is
No,
incorrect?
I'm
didn't-
saying
first
it's,
of all, I
that,
didn't
that
guess that
movie is
movie.
incorrect. don't try to die on this hill. Like you did a wrong guess. Let it go.
I didn't guess that movie. I wasn't gonna guess that movie because I just went on a big thing about how I didn't think he was in it.
Let it go. You,
Colin's
you're
tricking-
not gonna get it right.
Colin's tricking me into wrong answers. Fine, whatever.
I'll say Man with the Golden Gun.
Man with the Golden Gun is incorrect.
Fuck.
I'm getting totally boned.
Wrong.
Colin's already screwed me out of one.
Okay, I'll do you want like a good hint?
Yeah, sure. I'll take a good hint.
It's from 2001, and he plays the same character in a movie that's already been guessed and was correct.
The first Lord of the Rings movie.
Yes, that's correct. Do you know what it's called?
I told you it's like something about a bunch of Fellowship of the Ring.
The Fellowship of the Ring is correct.
I'm so smart. SMRT.
SMRT. So we got 2 or 3?
2 more.
Oh, snaps. I'll say Gremlins 2, the new batch.
Incorrect.
Fuck.
You blew it! I am going to say Star Wars: The Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones is correct.
Oh, I didn't know
Yep.
which movie I was guessing, but I think that's the second one.
Yep, he's Count Dooku.
Yeah, yeah, it's Count Dookie.
Count Dookie. I'll never forget like hearing that his character's name was Count Dooku for the first time and just being like, God damn it, George Lucas,
Yeah.
what happened?
Like, there was no quality control here. What's going on?
Yeah, he's just
No,
surrounded by
nobody
yes
told
men.
you what they call poop. Like somebody
Okay.
should have pulled him aside and been like, you know what Dooku sounds like?
All right, the final movie was a movie that was remade, and you've probably seen the remake. And the remake stars an actor who was in some Michael Bay films, among others.
It was both a very
Okay.
complex and very detailed clue.
Yeah, I just didn't want to say like I could like
No,
give
that's
it away
good. That's
really
a good.
bad.
That's a good clue. It's a remake. The movie was remade. So the
Yeah.
movie that he's in isn't a remake. It was remade.
It was later remade. Yeah.
by a Michael Bay regular.
Yeah.
The Michael Bay regular is the director of the
No,
remake?
is the actor. in the
No.
remake.
Oh, okay.
And
Bay.
let me make sure. Let me see how many Michael Bay movies he's in. It's not the Transformers. He's not. It's not that.
So like Nick Cage or somebody. No,
Oh, it's not Mark Wahlberg.
It's not Mark Wahlberg.
probably not. Yeah.
Is it Will Smith?
It's not Will Smith. It's one of the actors in
What Michael Bay movies is Will Smith?
a Michael Bay
Bad
movie.
Boys.
A particular Michael Bay movie we talk about a lot.
The Rock? Armageddon.
It's one of those two. Has an actor in it who remade this movie called
So the movie that Christopher Lee is in is like an older.
Yes.
It's like from okay.
Oh, I know what it is.
Oh.
I think.
I think it's Matt's turn though.
Yes, it is. But I think I know what it is.
Um,
In fact, I'm
okay.
sure of it.
do you know, Matt? Have you ever been to that thing they do out in the desert where they like
This is
all,
too much of a clue.
all do acid and they like burn that thing?
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's
Wow.
the Wicker Man.
Yeah.
The Wicker Man is correct.
I thought he was still going to struggle with it. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I know.
That's good. So he's in the original? I forget.
Yeah.
He like is the
I've
original.
seen
I think he's like the.
He's
Wicker
not the
Man.
detective.
No, he's the head
probably-
head of the cult. He's the priest.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Or like the mayor of the town or whatever. He's like in charge of shit.
Yeah, at
Charge
first
of shit.
when I first read the known fors and it said the Wicker Man, I thought he was in the Nick Cage Wicker Man, and then I clicked on it and I was like, oh no, it's a remake.
All right, so are we sticking with this score for Gremlins 2?
I think so. Why not?
Seems
Why
fair.
not? Tough but
It's locked in, baby. So the resounding winner of the Gremlins rating system is, of course, the first Gremlins movie called simply Gremlins.
Yeah.
Harris gave it a 9. Colin gave it a 9. I gave it a 9, and our guest gave it a 9, averaging
Wow.
out to, you guessed it, a 9.
wow. The math was easy on that one.
Yes. Now, if this score stays the same, the series average of Gremlins becomes an 8.4,
That's high.
which that is very high. You might say the highest.
Really?
It would beat Aliens, which has an 8.35, becoming our highest rated movie series of our entire movie franchise journey thus far.
Wait,
Does
Gremlins
that-
is about to become the all-time license to watch leader
Colin
over
likes,
Aliens.
Colin likes this idea. I could tell.
I don't.
Over
I,
the Alien
I
franchise.
I think Alien franchise is better. I don't know.
It is. That's why you don't rate Gremlins 2 so fucking high, guys. Come on.
That's not my fault.
It is partially your fault. I mean, Matt gave it a 10 or something. So
I gave it a 9. I also gave the first one a 9. I like them both equally for different reasons. But this can be fixed by one of us, or possibly two of us, or possibly three of us changing our score for the first Gremlins.
What did I give
No.
it?
We all gave it a 9.
Oh. Well, I could give it an 8, I guess.
Do you want to make a score change?
Yeah, I'll give it an 8. Too scary.
I love it.
I love it.
I'm keeping my score the same. It's a 9 for me.
Colin is changing his score officially.
I guess so. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm doing. I can't even tell if I'm doing the right thing. I walk around with this feeling in my life like all the time. Like, am I doing the right thing? And it's just like I don't know. You know what I mean?
You should stop doing so many crimes, man. Maybe you wouldn't have so many questions.
know.
It's like as he's driving off in somebody else's car, he's like, "Is this the
Am I
right thing to do? Am I
doing
the
the
bad
right
guy
thing?"
here?"
This car is not my car, but while I'm driving it, it feels like my car.
Why is everyone in the restaurant yelling at me again? Am I the bad guy here?
So Colin's score change would bring it down to an 8.75, which brings the overall average down to an 8.3, which is that the same? No, okay, that's a little less than Alien. Yeah.
Well, now
So
that we've
would make-
manufactured this, carefully manufactured this system. By the way, people, this is how all your votes work. The system's rigged. Don't trust anyone.
Yeah. So that would do it. So are we locking this in?
I don't know.
We've created the winner that we wanted.
Damn! Tampering!
I mean,
That guy again.
this is kind of what it is. I think we agree. We all agree that Aliens is a better franchise than Gremlins.
I do. I agree.
Simply by sheer number. There's 4 of them, and Gremlins only has 2. And you know that if Gremlins would have continued, it would have gotten worse.
Yeah, it was
Third
already
one.
getting worse.
I just
by
kind
the
of wish
way,
I had done my score change on the second one instead of on the first one, because the first one is a classic.
Yeah, I think we all should have known this in advance. But also, really, the problem is that I think you guys probably rated the 4th Aliens movie too low.
I don't think I rated it
Let's
that
take
low.
a look.
Yeah, what happened there? Let's look at that.
Because that's the only one that.
Um,
That's the only. Oh, I guess maybe the third one. Which one
Yeah,
got
3
bad
is
scores
worse.
there?
I gave the 4th one a 6. Our guest gave it a 6. Colin gave it a 7, and Harris gave it an 8.
Oh yeah, it's this. See, that's it. You guys rated it too low. It's a very good movie.
I gave it a 7.
Yeah, you did okay, Colin. You did okay.
What was the third one? The third one's
Oh, we did something interesting. So the third movie, we rated it twice because we did the director's cut, or like the, what do you call it, assembly cut,
Oh.
and the theatrical.
Is that interesting or is that dumb?
I don't know.
sometimes
might have
it's
been
the
tough.
same thing. That's
Yeah.
what they keep telling me. What does that mean though? Like, which one got a good score?
They both the
They both got the same score. There's no point to
Pointless.
any of this.
The assembly cut was rated slightly higher, mainly by me and our guest gave it whoever our guest was, Sean Jarrett. We each gave it like a slightly better score, whereas Harris and Collins' scores were exactly the same for both.
That's what's called
Yeah.
the nerd bump. It's like, oh, special features. Oh, I see something that I didn't get to see before.
Yeah.
give
The
it a little-
story is far superior.
I don't think I could tell the difference.
I think I think I liked Assembly Cut better, except the ending was like you don't get to see her like the baby doesn't come out of her when she hits the magma or the liquid hot
Yeah.
lead or whatever.
And
Oh
it's
yeah,
got the
yeah.
whole subplot with the crazy guy who like lets the alien
Yeah.
out.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that was
Yeah,
cool.
that's the subplot with the crazy guy was good. It's not like worth a point, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just better. It's like you get more scenes with the doctor too, and like their relationship.
yeah.
Yeah. And then there's
Did you guys just
know,
hear something?
yeah,
I
thought
heard
it
a
was your
yelp
dog.
like a dog, like a small dog barking for attention. It sounded like it said, "Matt, look at me."
Yeah. That's probably what it was.
Yep.
But was my impression of the dog pretty good?
It was.
Damn! He's doing dog impressions.
We're gonna have to dip down the like. You must be peaking there. And
I know. I can't do the voice properly if I'm not like shouting.
Well, you could pull your mic away from your face a little bit, maybe.
I could do a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true.
So do we have any final thoughts on the Gremlins franchise?
It's good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's almost the best series in the history of License to Watch.
Yeah,
Almost.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very surprising. I really didn't. I mean,
You know what we should do, though?
hindsight-
I think it's one thing to say like, oh, these are what all the films stack up as, and this is what it averages out to. And I know this, like, the whole thing that we're doing is trying to, like, systematically review everything individually. But, like, the truth is, like, you know, we know that Aliens is better than Gremlins, even if Gremlins initially got a higher score. Like, we know this in our hearts. And we know that, I know that James Bond is better than shit that's ranked above James Bond on this list. I feel like at some point we have to look at these things in their totality and be like, yeah, but just because there's some stinkers in there that are dragging the average down doesn't mean that it isn't a better franchise. This is
But
probably
that's
a
not math.
longer conversation.
That's
Yeah, I know.
not math.
I know. I know. I guess I'm having an existential dilemma with this podcast.
Yeah.
Is everything we're doing wrong?
yeah.
We've wasted years. The system's broken.
Don't worry about that.
Make a show
I
note.
mean-
Cut all this out.
I mean, I think we're pretty accurate, thus far. I feel like nothing is egregiously wrong here.
I mean, a lot of things seem right, and at the same time, what?
I feel like we're not egregiously wrong here. I want Harris to be like, I feel like you're constantly egregiously wrong, and I'm
We
saying
are
it the
all
whole time.
wrong. No. I mean, you're right. It's funny how well this generally how well it's stacked up and kind of makes sense. But then you get something like, well, Gremlins is the greatest franchise ever, and Naked Gun is better than like everything but Alien and whatever. Like, we've had a couple of results recently that seem a little funky that I'm like, oh, wait, especially for the twofers, because the twofers are tough.
Well, yeah, I'm no mathematician, but like, should some of these movies be great, or franchises be graded on a curve of some kind? If they have like 2 movies versus like 6, is there some
it's
mathematical
harder to
thing?
Yeah, it's harder to maintain a high average the more results you have. So I don't know.
Ow. I hurt myself.
You heard all of us picking Mannequin.
You're going to
Yeah,
love it.
Well, it's gonna be the third of our twofers. We're all excited.
We're
Just
very
like-
excited about it. We're curious whether it will actually become the lowest rated franchise in the history of License to Watch. It wouldn't be hard. Usually there's like for the twofers even, there's like a good one, and the other one, if it's bad, it's terrible, because we had Mortal Kombat, we had Speed, a good one and a bad one, and that evens out to like pretty bad usually. If Mannequins are both bad, what are the average scores of Mortal Kombat and
Mortal Kombat is a 4.13,
Yeah.
and Speed is a 4.10.
yeah, they're the fucking 4s. So what if both
Yeah.
the Mannequins are like 3s or 3.5s? Like,
And
that
they'll be
could
the
happen.
That'll be the lowest.
that
yeah.
could happen. Even with Colin
It's
giving
more
them
than- more
even
than
with Colin-
likely.
Yeah, even with Colin giving them a 9, they could still be low.
But hey, they might surprise us. You never know.
I want to keep an open mind about it.
They could be hidden gems, Harris.
They could
Even
be.
if you guys,
Diamond in the rough.
hate these movies like you're determined to do, just think about how much joy and fun that I'm going to have,
Yeah, but Colin, you always have fun. It's one of the reasons we hate you.
All right. On that note, let's wrap this up. Gremlins, We Hardly Knew Ye. And on to Mannequin.
We can build this dream together.
Bye.